All right, everybody here. Welcome tonight to Sim Racing Unleashed at the Tricky Triangle at Pocono, Pennsylvania. We're in for a heck of a show tonight, guys. Brought to you by Always Freaky Fast Broadcasting here. But it's going to be one heck of a show. So get your popcorn, get your drinks ready because we're heading into qualifying right now. And we're about to put on a heck of a show here tonight for all you race fans out there after a great race day on this Sunday here tonight, as always, with Sim Racing Unleashed. And proud to be up here in the booth, as always, with my good companion, Robert Moyer Jr.
That is right. Welcome, everybody, here with Sim Racing Unleashed as they take on the Tricky Triangle, like Zach said here. Last time we were here, we were with the trucks. Well, now we're here with the Cup cars. So what are we expecting different here tonight, Zach, between the Cup and the truck cars?
Well, the trucks definitely, we've seen a pretty big draft race, Robert. We've seen that trucks really could not get away once they got in the lead. It seemed like he formed just a train of trucks, and that draft was so powerful. If you didn't have a truck with you, you were losing that pack. So tonight, I'm actually kind of interested to see how that's going to play out with these Cup cars. We're used to this package with the high downforce, low horsepower kind of playing into that. But lately, it hasn't. It really hasn't with these newest updates iRacing has put in. We've really seen the pack get separated, and I think you're actually going to see a good bit of that here tonight at Pocono. You're going to see packs of cars at the beginning, I think, having pretty big runs of drafting. But I think the guys who are really dominant and who are really have the stuff to beat, as I would say, they're going to show up and they're going to start to definitely put a gap on the people that they're racing around. I'm excited to see how it plays out. I mean, just even looking from qualifying times we're putting down right now, Hunter Hayward, he was the top of practice. He's right now on the top of the board too in qualifying, Robert. He's about a half a second slower in his qualifying run. So that shows you right there, draft is a factor in this. Being in a big pack will help you go faster, but I think once those tires start to wear out and they start to come in, you're going to really see who's the cream of the crop tonight, and I'm expecting a heck of a race here. This track always fans out super wide. We've seen that in the trucks. I mean, me and you were having a great time watching these guys go 3-4 wide off of the turn one on these restarts. So I'm excited because we're about to have one heck of a race here tonight at Pocono.
Well, do you remember the last time we were in the Cup cars here at Sim Racing Unleashed, the finish that we had?
Well, unfortunately, I was not in the booth at the time for that. Okay. That was before my Sunday nights. I was still, employed on the Road Pro stuff. But no, I did go back and watch that when that happened because you made me. You were like, Zach, you have to see that finish. Yeah. And what a finish it was. And look at that. Oh, as Josh Jones takes over the top time, Steven Stippian was the man who won that race. So maybe we could see Mr. Stipp get himself back up there on the top of that win column. As I know last week we talked to him after the race, and he said Pocono is one of his best tracks. Yep. So I would not doubt that.
Yeah, it came down to Jason Anderson and Steve, and he won it by going sideways, basically. Same thing we seen at World Series of Sim Racing League when we were at Pocono. Yeah. We won it going sideways. So, ladies and gentlemen, stick around because I got a funny feeling we're going to see a car going sideways.
That's for sure, Robert. You hit the nail on the head. Going to be a heck of a finish here tonight. That's for sure. It could get spread out, but I'm going to tell you what, we're going to see action from the beginning all the way to the end of this racetrack. It gives you lots of options. There's 3 different corners, completely different. I mean, the guys who paved this racetrack and built this racetrack, they were like, yeah, screw the whole, let's keep it nice and symmetrical and
they were
similar.
Drunk.
They were like, I like this one track in Trenton, New Jersey. I like Indianapolis, and then I like the Milwaukee Mile. Let's just take all 3 of those and put in a 2.5 mile super speedway. And that's the beautiful creation we got in Pocono, Pennsylvania, your home track.
Mm-hmm. My big home track, only about 3 hours away. Love this place. It's beautiful up here in the mountains, though. I tell you that much, man. It really, it's beautiful scenery up here. So
that it is, Robert. It's you can see. I mean, iRacing does a good job of the model of the trees and stuff around the racetrack. That's one of the iconic things I remember from this racetrack. Just seeing how fast you go by those trees and seeing them zoom by down these straightaways. So yeah, very iconic. As qualifying just finished up, we have our starting grid for the field now. So man, what a grid we have here tonight. Looks like we got about 23 race cars on the grid, and we're going to head to the grid now. So we have starting on the pole, and it looks like Josh Jones hasn't been around for a few races too. So good to see him come back and put that 76 up on the top of the board. So Josh Jones starting on the pole tonight. Followed alongside him will be Mark Whitley in number 77. Third place goes to Steven Stimpian. Fourth is your points leader, Brandon Colley. Fifth is Steven Leffler. Sixth is Hunter Hayward. Seventh, Lane Doyle. Sorry about that. Eighth is Joseph McWhorter. Ninth is Jason Anderson. 10th, Dave Bush. 11th, Braden Caress. 12th is Brandon Hartwell. 13th is Rodrigo Loga. I'm not as good at Lee as doing that, but 14th is David Neese. 15th, Todd Neese. Bradley Delph will be starting at 16th. 17th is Kerry Chim. 18th is Robert Cheswick. Gomez will start at 19th. 20th, Cedric Hunter. 21st, Michael Yarrow. 22nd, Buzz. And 23rd is Jason Adams.
All right. That's going to start your starting grid here tonight with Sim Racing Unleashed. Oops, wrong button.
Whew, I think I swallowed something, man. Whew, I brought a tear to my eye getting through the grid there, Robert.
You don't have to cry about it, man.
I know, right? I'm just a big old crybaby.
It's okay. It's okay.
Well, these guys get me so excited.
My
my emotions just flare up. Well, I am jealous of that as always, but I always love bringing the action here from the top of the booth. It's always a pleasure. I think it's like my yin and my yang. You know, I learn things up here, so I can carry on the racetrack. One thing I did learn is if you need some luck, put a 4-leaf clover on your car, and a Freaky Fast logo too. That's right. The combination that's changed my season at WSSR. So if you're out there listening, drivers, put a 4-leaf clover in the Freaky Fast logo. I'm telling you, it works for me. Maybe it'll work for you.
That is correct. I do believe that. All right. Well, as we get ready to rock and roll here, do you want to bring Josh Jones down here real quick so I can have an interview with him grabbing that pole here tonight?
For sure, we definitely can. We'll pull him down to the waiting room real quick so he's not abruptly scared. And there we are.
All right. Hey, Josh, Robert up here in the booth. Got a copy, buddy, real quick?
Yes, sir. I copy.
Well, congratulations on getting a pole here at Pocono, man. You're getting ready to race this bad boy for 100 laps. How do you feel out there tonight?
Loose and nervous.
Okay, that sums it up. Well, what are you expecting, though? Does the car get a little tighter? Do you stay loose? And,
you have to wait a few laps and it starts rotating better for you, but it seems to stay loose coming off. You have to really watch your right rear. See how it goes.
10-4. All right. Well, we just wanted to give you a shout out and say congratulations on getting your pole here tonight. Hopefully we get to talk to you at the end of the race here in the top podium. But we do wish you the best of luck here at Sim Racing Unleashed, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks for putting on the broadcast and everything. Appreciate it.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Good luck, man. And hopefully we talk to you at the end and stay alive.
Buddy.
All right. Great interview there from your man, Robert Moyer Jr. with Josh Jones, our pole setter. We're about to get this thing kicked off, Robert. I'm excited. I got the goosebumps on my arms. It's that time of the night. Some SRU action, baby.
That's right, where we do nothing but get freaky nuts, freaky crazy, and freaky green flag. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's rock and roll.
Wow, look at that, too. Start from Mark Whitley in the 77. He's actually going to clear with the help of push from his teammate, Brandon Colley, Driven Motorsports. They're driving right now, guys. As they go down to turn one, Mark Whitley will close that door and take the lead as, Colley there had a second and just washed up the racetrack. He looks like he's trying to get to the outside. Josh Jones, 3 wide. Will Stimp backs out. A smart move there early in this race. That's one thing I love about Stimp, man. He's a smart driver. Uses that Abdullah Oblongata on his head.
All right, well, I got my laugh out for the night. Whatever. Water boy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's about all I know. Water boy. That's what we'll go with. I can't say how you say that. I can't. It doesn't.
It's definitely a tricky word, that's for sure. But it's becoming one of my favorites, that's for sure. As we ride on board with Josh Jones here, look at him in that third position from the pole. Tell you what, Mark Whitley's already got a pretty decent little gap here, 0.8 of a second gap through the first lap. We'll see how he can manage those tires, though. We'll have to watch that all night. The thing about this racetrack too, Robert, didn't bring this up before, but man, does it burn the tires up. We have a 2.5-mile racetrack, so you got to think you're really going a long way around this racetrack, and these corners are completely different. They wear the tires very considerably, so I think we're going to have to watch for comers and goers as always, and at the moment it's looking pretty clean and green as we continue around the Pocono Raceway. And what turn 4? There ain't no turn 4.
Yeah, there is. It's over there. Remember, you told us in the
That's
trucks.
right.
It's over there, down here.
Yeah, right off to the right, about 70
Somewhere.
degrees to the right over here. Yeah, right there. Perfectly.
Yeah, somewhere over there.
They just forgot to add it. They were like, screw a turn 4. We don't need it. The 3 turns are enough. As Josh Jones continues to ride behind here, he's got Hunter Hayward actually now behind him. And you're actually seeing Joseph McWhorter move up in the top 5, Steven Stimpy, and dropping back to 6. And I can tell you right now, watch the 81. He talks about us to how much he likes Pocono. His you might have seen him drop 3 positions already, but I guarantee you if this run goes long here, you're going to see that 81 start to claw his way back up there, because the dude he's always like this. Something about Steven, he just is always methodical, never uses his equipment too much, and that's something I really enjoy watching. As we're looking at Hunter Hayward, he's actually getting a little pressure now from Joseph McWhorter, Robert. Wow, he's going to go to the inside.
Yeah.
Hunter's definitely going to pinch him down a little bit, but can Joseph make it work?
That's why I didn't say nothing when you said about Joseph making that run there on Hunter. I was sitting there and my mouth shut up, and I was like, I was just waiting for him to make the move. I was like, is he going to do it or not?
Yeah, it's tough as they go down the tunnel turn. I think the tunnel turn is going to be where Joseph makes it. Yeah, he's going to clear him there out of the tunnel turn, move himself up into 4th. So that's a 1-2-4 right now for Driven Motorsports. Those guys are always looking strong here at SRU. But I tell you what, Josh Jones right behind Collie, not letting him get away. And I think Mark Whitley got into the wall. And did Collie too? I'm about to go back and look at that. Collie also. So both Collie and Whitley. Actually, Whitley just got loose. I will repeat, Whitley just to get loose. But look at Josh Jones now. Because of that, he's actually getting by Collie. Yeah, because Collie slammed it pretty hard.
Did he?
Yeah, he actually really did. And there, look, now Joseph's all over him, about to put the pressure on Brandon Collie, the points leader.
I do apologize for the camera angles. Apparently, iRacing, I don't know, messed up the cameras, because my cameras are not working the way they should. It seems like they're sitting down too far. Like if we're watching right here, we're winding up seeing more of the scenery than we are the racetrack.
Yeah, that is something I've noticed at a lot of racetracks, Robert. I think the camera packs have not been up. Oh, did Joseph just get into his teammate?
I think so.
Oh, it was actually Collie got loose and got into Joseph. Wow.
I wonder
so
if
early issues
this
for Collie here, and I tell you what, he's maybe dealing with a little bit of damage here on that left front now. As we're looking at him get passed by Dave Bush, Rodrigo Loga, multiple guys trailing past our points leader here. And that shows you what momentum does at this racetrack. You lose a little bit of momentum and you go backwards. It's a very, very tough racetrack here. It's the tires go through such a beating. And, hearing from the guys, it's a little bit loose on these short runs. So as the tires start to warm up, I imagine it will tighten up a little bit as Collie is now going to try to get back under Rodrigo Loga. Doesn't look like he's got too much damage from the hits that he's took. So I think he'll be able to settle in here, but he's definitely got to bring the emotion level back down and try to get himself back into position there as we look at that 53 at Dave Bush. Beautiful paint scheme there in the 53 as always from Mr. Bush. He is always rocking a nice one. As we go down the straights here, going down into the tunnel turn, one of the toughest turns in all of NASCAR. Very short, fast corner, very similar to what you would see at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. As
what did they do to the? I sorry, the
yeah, no.
viewers. What did they do to the camera pack?
I've actually got information. Look, man, I got some information just from a viewer out there. Larry Yingling's out there watching. He says that the camera thing's a glitch, and it stays on like the one set camera without moving the camera. Like, you know how normally if you set it on the certain camera, it should switch positions as they go through it. But he says it's a glitch, and you have to automatically switch to the next one instead of. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Larry. Thank you. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'll try to remember to do that the best that I can here.
Yeah, I've noticed it going through replays too before, Robert, where he does that, and like it doesn't seem like the cameras flow anymore like they used to, where it would change position. It seems like it stays with that car and then it goes behind the scenery. As we look here on with Steven Leffler in that budget sim box race car there with the 22Q Family Foundation. It looks pretty strong here. And we're going to work on the cameras here, guys. It's very tough to work through these things, but we will get it going as Robert he's on it. He's always on the job. As right now, our top three kind of getting caught back up. Whitley had that lead about almost a second, and now it's starting to close in just a little bit from Josh Jones. He's also got McWhorter there right behind in the 30 machine. So we'll see how this plays out as we continue through to this race. Steven Stimpian now up to fourth. He's got past Hunter Hayward in that 81. And you can see, look at that beautiful turn there, a turn 30, nice and flat. You're going to see Mark Whitley actually trying to break the draft. That's why you see him pull way down on the left down there on the straights. Now McWhorter's trying to get to the inside of Josh Jones. Looks like he will. He'll have a quarter panel there going down into one. He will make that pass. Does he slide up the racetrack, though, and give Josh Jones the entry into turn two? He will, I think. Can the draft pull Joseph up there? We'll see. Side by side now with Josh Jones for that second position. Down into the tunnel turn. Who's going to blink first?
Looks like nobody.
Side by side going through the tunnel turn.
Wow, nice.
Dead even. Now we go to turn three, where this corner, I believe the outside line is going to be the preferred when you're side by side for sure. You're going to see Joseph clear on the entry. But I tell you what, it leads to a big straightaway here. If you mess up this corner one little bit and carry a little too less speed, you're going to feel it, the effects going down this long pond straightaway here at Pocono. So,
Pinocchio?
And that's actually
Pinocchio. Were you going to say Pinocchio?
I don't know what I was going to say.
Okay, I think I
was going to say Pinocchio.
Okay.
As Joseph's now to the second. That actually gave Mark Whitley a nice little gap here, about a 1.1 second gap over Joseph here, as Josh Jones will slide back to third. And Steven Stimpian is slowly clawing his way up from that fourth position to these front two up here, or the second and third place men, as we continue on this racetrack. Looks like we got a battle, I believe, here between Brandon Colley and Jason Anderson. They're wrecking. Oh, man, some net code right there.
Yellow.
And, guys, yeah, it looks like some net code there as a caution does come out here at lap number 11 here, as we have a little bit of technical difficulty. Sorry about that, everybody. As the software just crashed on us, so we got it back going. Look at that. Yeah, there we are, caution. And that all started there around the 2 and the I believe the 92 of Jason Anderson. It looks like they were going side by side down the short chute from turn 2 to turn 3, and just a little bit of netco between those two, and it shot Jason Anderson into the inside wall, hard hit, and then he came back up on the racetrack, and Cedric Hunter barely got by. I'm gonna tell you what, Cedric, he might have swallowed Hello Kitty right there. That was dangerous, as the caution out now here on lap 12. Yeah, sorry about that, everybody. We will not be able to show a replay there due to the software. We had a little software bug there, and it will not let us go back to that yellow. So sorry about that. But yeah, I can inform you that involved the 2 of Brandon Colley and the 92 of Jason Anderson. Like I said, with a little bit of neck contact in between that short shoot area, and man, unfortunate for Jason Anderson. Seems like he took a pretty good lick on that 92, but nothing crazy. So he does have the 1 fast fix. So I would expect him to use that, and we'll see. I mean, right now, you got people coming down pit road on lap 12, and this is interesting. Very, very interesting that these guys are coming down pit road here on lap 12 to go ahead and take an early set of tires. I kind of question that. I would personally not take tires here. I would just take some fuel, as I think you're seeing a lot of guys doing that actually as they come down pit road, or take some damage repair if you have some. So definitely a good bit of cars doing that. I believe most of them did. We'll see. Now leader Mark Whitley did take tires. So I question that call here on lap 13. You have 4 sets of tires, so you're just going ahead and putting your next set on. You only have 2 sets left for the end of this race. That's kind of questionable. So we'll see how it plays out for the 77 and a few guys, but we did have a few stay out with Steven Leffler and Braden Caress, as we will go to our sponsors here tonight for this amazing broadcast. And as always, brought to you by American Hero Hunt for the Sim Racing Unleashed guys. So American Hero Hunt is a nonprofit 501c3 organization that gets veterans and first responders into the outdoors. Free hunting and fishing and camping adventures that are therapeutic, educational, and rewarding. All to give back to the heroes that have sacrificed so much for this great nation. Find hunt entries and more information about American Hero Hunt at facebook.com/American Hero Hunt. And you can check that down below in the description, I believe, and you can find the American Hero Hunt. It's a great organization that supports here Sim Racing Unleashed. What a great league they got here, and a great sponsor to bring that league. And we also want to give a huge shout out to Freaky Fast's proud sponsor of the ButtKicker Gamer 2. Feel what you've been missing. Every game deserves a truly immersive experience. The ButtKicker Gamer 2 lets you feel every detail, from the subtle footsteps to the rumble of a V10 powered race car, from ambient environmental effects to the power of a nearby explosion. By moving a physical mass instead of only air, the Gamer 2 provides instant, accurate, powerful base response, and it's all perfectly synced with every game with no additional software required. Remember, that's ButtKicker.com. Down in the description below, you can find them. Also want to give a huge shout out to our sponsor of Rocket Racing Setups. Rocket Racing Setups is your one-stop shop for all your iRacing setup needs. They have been dominating the dirt since 2017, and after a short rebuild or a short break, they have rebuilt and are ready to rocket their customers back to the front of the pack in 2020. They're producing setups from dirt oval, asphalt oval, road, pro trucks, and rallycross, and they currently have multiple builders working for them, doing setup packs, booklets, and coaching lessons, and much more. So remember to go check out Rocket Racing Setups at www.rocketracingsetups.com for all your iRacing open setup needs. So then we'll move on to Ipitting. Ipitting board is a web tool design for iRacing teams. It helps you create an iRacing series board for all your teammates. It provides for all your teammates a clear vision of every data they need: schedule, results, championship points, standings, and it's also great help for your team community manager, which you can use our tool to know and share on your social networks for your team achievements. So check out ipitting.com for your social networking needs for iRacing. And those are our proud sponsors here for the night, for the Cup Series at Sim Racing Unleashed, as I believe they're getting ready to go back green.
Green flag, green flag.
I believe so. Yes, they do.
We are back green here. Thank you to all them proud sponsors. But all right, Zach, well, here we go. Brandon Caress stays out. It looks like Todd Neese, Dave Neese stayed out, and Jason Adams stayed out. Did not take a pit stop. And then you were saying there, man, It looks like the River Motorsports did take tires. So what is the strategy behind that?
That's something I question, Robert. This early to waste a set of tires, I think was kind of. I mean, if it goes green, it could play out for you. But my biggest qualm with all that is you're putting yourself in a position here later in the race to not have a set of tires where you see where Mark Whitley blowing through the field right now. And that 77 is we're about to have another caution, I believe, with the 6 and the 22. We may keep it green. I believe I hear crunching. We'll see here. 72 is Steven Leffler around. No caution yet. Somehow still no caution as these guys get it going still. And, yeah, no caution. Hard hit for a few cars. Oh, man, that's unfortunate. The 6, Robert Cheswick on the inside there. He's going to have to tow with a broken engine. He goes to pit road, and there is the caution.
There is the caution. Caution is flown as we do got Robert there. Like you were saying, there's an accident being interrupted there. But we are now under yellow, so let's go back on the Freaky Fast Broadcasting. And let's see what happened with the 6 here. So. Oh, 3 wide. Oh, they so man, what a battle we got going here. 3 wide. He's got Lane Doyle there jumping in the front of him, and whoa, the 14. What was he trying to do?
Looks like he decided he was going to go straight.
Okay.
Yeah, it seemed personally from looking at it, it looked like Bradley just got in there way too hot in the 14. That caused a huge pile up there. So he got to the 6 of Robert Cheswick, 22 of Rodrigo Logo, gets in the back of Joseph McWhorter. From there, the 6 hits the 72. Jason Leffler, who's an innocent bystander in all this. And, it's early carnage here at Pocono in that one wreck. So it's a tough little racetrack, man. And the thing is now we get a caution. And Braden Caress still our leader with all this mayhem that just happened. I think you're still going to see guys stay out here. And that's only going to help you if you're on the tires. So, or not on tires. So it's an interesting call here. Maybe we. Oh wow, yeah. Look at this replay we got here.
Yeah, watch. I don't even know how he Brandon made this through this. Look at this. Watch this. Okay. Yeah, he just. Somebody went. I don't even know how he did not hit the wall there, Zach.
Wow, that was.
Yeah.
That was pretty crazy to see there as he did a good job to get through that. Our points leader, Brandon Colley here at Sim Racing Unleashed. And since we're under caution here, maybe we can get another talking to Robert. Maybe we can go through the man himself, Mark Whitley, and see what he thinks about taking the tires out early. So I'll pull him down and I'll get a challenge. Actually, never mind. It needs to be in Discord, Mark. Come on now.
Well, we also got other drivers that did.
Yeah,
take,
who took tires?
We have Mark Whitley. You said there. We got Josh Jones that we did. Cedric Hunter had a 13-second pit stop. Yarrow, but he doesn't have a mic. I'm trying to look here.
I'm interested to see if Cedric took tires. I believe he didn't. That's weird. They had a 13-second stop though. Still.
Cedric Hunter had a pit stop on lap 12 with a 13.53. So you can bring him down and ask him if you want to, bud, and maybe see what that 13-second stop was. It was just fuel, maybe fixing some damage.
Yeah, we'll see what he has to say real quick. So we'll pull him up. Hey, Cedric is back up in the booth, man. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, but did you take tires on that stop?
I did not, no.
Okay, I thought you didn't. I thought you didn't. We were trying to find a driver who did take tires. And our data was showing that you took a 13-second stop, so we weren't sure if you took tires or not. But
no, I mean,
you're up here. What's your strategy?
Yeah, the reason I took 13-second stops is because I completely forgot I didn't take tires. Like, I unchecked it, went down pit road, and I just kind of sat there, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's right, I didn't take any, and then started driving off like 30 seconds later.
What the brain fart, Bobby syndrome.
You're right. And when it comes to strategy, I mean, honestly, I don't have any. I don't expect to even race for a top 5 in this race. This is my first big track race in Oculus, so I'm just here to get track time, get the best result I possibly can, But yeah, no strategy. Just trying to run as best as I can, and hopefully, hopefully I get lucky like I did yesterday. But I'm not counting on it. Or sorry, not yesterday. On Wednesday when we did the truck race.
Right.
But I'm not counting on that. I don't think I'll be that lucky twice.
Well, you got pretty lucky to get by that one caution there. How scared were you there in the Oculus and VR to see that 92 bouncing up the track right in front of you?
I mean, let's put it this way. I think I have to change my shorts.
Yeah, that was definitely an interesting moment there for you. I was worried about you. I seen it. I was like, you made it. Okay.
The way that he swung, the way he hit the wall and he swung back out, I honestly thought he was going to come straight back in front of us. So I turned low, and he managed to keep it off the track. But me swinging low there to try and avoid him is almost what killed me. So it was close. Hopefully I don't get that close again this race. Thankfully, though, if I do have fast repair. So
awesome stuff, buddy. Well, good luck. Pace car lights are out. Y'all are about to halfway through this pace lap, buddy. But good luck to you, man. And
thanks, man.
Hopefully you can stay in there and have some fun tonight, man.
I'll try. Thank you.
All right, buddy. You had a good time. All right, that was Cedric Hunter there. We got talking. We were going to see if he took tires, but he just had a brain fart, as Robert said. He's sitting on pit road. So definitely a little bit of a mistake there for him to lose a little bit of time. But, at the end of the day, he said he's just trying to get track time as he's learning his new VR headset. So I'm sure that's a whirlwind of an experience right there, going from a single monitor to VR. So it's heck of a transition for him. And it looks like we're about to go back green flag races. That pace car takes the hard left turn, and we got the freaky green back out here as Braden Kress will lead us to the start of that green flag with Todd Neese behind, David Neese on the outside. You got Mark Whitley. It's out of a stack up here. There goes Mark Whitley, the first one down low to try to make something happen there on them new tires in that 77 machine.
I said it before. I love it. Whoa.
Big field of cars here going through one.
Yeah, I said it before. I said it on Wednesday night with these guys. I love how it just fans out. I mean, it's just so beautiful.
It really is. There's plenty of racing room here. That's one of the biggest things as a driver I love, is just the racing room that you got here. So you're going to see Mark Whitley try to crawl his way back up as we look at Hunter Hayward side by side with the 24 of Jason Adams there, with Brandon Hartwell behind, 76 of Josh Jones, and there's Cedric Hunter. We just got to talk to him.
A big fan. Everybody out there rooting on this young, very talented driver of Hunter Hayward, man. This guy, this kid, guy, whatever you want to say, he can handle a vehicle. He is very, very, very good. I can say that much, as he's out here in 6th position all by himself. As looks like we got smoke blown for somebody blinking in and out.
Yeah, like someone's blinking there, but I couldn't see exactly which car. But yeah, back to your point with Hunter Hayward. Yeah, very talented young man on this sim here. So impressive to see his results here.
Young man, that's better than boy or guy. Okay, thank you for correcting me.
Yeah, either way you can be right. It depends. It all depends. As look at that beautiful shot. All these cars go down to turn 3 here at the Pocono, Pennsylvania. Pocono tricky triangle. Oh, yellow is out. I don't know what 4 looks like. Off of 3, we might have had some issues. Whoa. It looks like Buzz in the 51.
Yeah, it looks like Buzz was involved. We will go back here, Zach, on lap 21. Let's see what happened with Buzz there in that 51.
There's the replay as we look at this. There's a 95 of Michael Yarrow. Bradley Delphin the 14 there on the high side. Looks like Michael Yarrow goes to the inside and into the side of the door of the 51. A Buzz that sends him around. He's sliding, smoking the tires. He's trying to save it. gets a little bit free again, and you see him counter steer. Look at the counter steer there to try to bring this thing back around as it wants to turn left, and then look, it hooks. The tires hook and straight head first into the P at the Pocono sign right there. And man, oh man, looks like Rodrigo Loga takes a little bit of damage. And unfortunate there for the 51, just some hard racing incident right there.
That's weird because that's now twice we've seen the first yellow that happened with Robert, and now Michael, Euro doing the same thing. Zach, that's not a Euro thing that he does. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Yara is one of the cleanest drivers I've seen. And I think he was trying to make a big move there. Just, this track you get stuck sometimes, and you try to make a big move, and he just kind of misjudged it a little bit. Maybe the 51 came down a little bit too. The 51 misjudged maybe him going to the inside. That's all. It's just racing personally with how that plays out. So it's definitely interesting. But looks like we had some guys opt to come to pit road here. So looks like we had the number 2 of Brandon Colley, the 91 of Braden Kress, who didn't last time, the 30 of Justin Porter, the 1 of Todd Neese, the 27 David Neese, 23 of Rodrigo Logo, Jason Adams in the 24, Gomez in the 33, the 51 there, Buzz gets his fast parent, and Michael Yara also coming down. So yeah, definitely some guys getting some fix on their race cars, and also I believe some guys got some tires too as they came down pit road here.
All right. Well, also, just to give the fans out there, Zach, to let them know, it looks like, I know Larry said there was a little glitch, but it looks like the camera files fixed themselves when the software resetted. So I wonder if there was a glitch in the software somewhere. We're not reading the right camera files. But with that being said, being under yellow, do we want to bring down Steven real quick? And let's have a shout out to that 81 there of Stempian.
For sure, definitely can. We'll get him in the waiting room here, and then we will bring him on up.
Steven, Robert up here in the booth at Freaky Fest. Got a copy there, buddy?
I got a copy, buddy. How you doing?
No, I'm doing great. Your Patriots team's got coronavirus. Dang them. But how's the track doing? I had to throw that in there, man.
It's going well, man. Just kind of hoping for some green flag runs. But I get a couple of cautions. No big deal. Liking the fuel strategy of mine right now. But track feels better than it did in practice, I'll tell you that much.
Well, that's good. That's good. Well, last time we were here, man, you won the race here. I know you're at your game plan here, starting up here in second with Mark Whitley, and you got Brandon Hartwell behind you with Josh Jones. That's put it on the pole and very, very fast. How do you feel about racing them guys? You got anything for them?
Oh, yeah. I'm not going to tell you what I got, but I have a...
Oh, come on, man. Don't be... Oh, he's a hider.
I'm liking my car right now. These guys on new tires around me. I think in about 10 laps, if we get some green flag, it's going to even out because my percentages were pretty good. So I'm feeling confident. I like this track.
That's awesome. I know this is one of your favorite tracks. Like I said, you won last time you were here, and you looked very good in the trucks. All right. Well, man, 24 laps in the books of 100. It's been a long, long race. It's going to be a long race, and we do wish you the best of luck here at Freaky Fast Broadcast.
Thank you, guys. You guys enjoy the rest of the show.
All right. You too, man.
All right. That was Steven Stampian there. Started on the outside row. And remember also, Robert, like he said, all the guys around him got new tires. He is still on the older set of tires, so positioning himself in second still with the older set of tires. That shows you how strong that 81 is. He also got the 11, I believe, who did not take tires. And I think Hunter Hayward didn't possibly either. So,
and Hartwell.
Yeah, and Hartwell, yeah. So, yeah, a lot of guys right here who are playing a little different strategy. I would expect if we go green here, you'll see the 77, the 76 who did take tires to be pretty strong here. But we'll see. You never know with racing, man. That's one thing I love about racing. You never, ever know.
Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? But all right, well, we're going to get ready, ladies and gentlemen, to get ready to go back green here on lap 25 of 100 here with Sim Racing Unleashed as we go boogity, 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 freaky style.
Looking at the 5, a Hartwell push and Mark Whitley down the front straightaway. That's what you need. And behind that, Jason Anderson made a big move from the top to the bottom to get down low. What a move from him. We'll see as they transverse to turn 1. Look at that 77 start to pull away as the 81, the 5 side by side. Here's they go through 1 and 2, or 1. I always say that.
I do it too. Don't feel bad.
1A and 1B. That's what we'll call it. Now they're going into 2A, 2B. Look at this from the back bumper of Steven Steven. Look at the run from the 76 out of the tone turn. He's going to go to the outside. Oh, and I believe we may have another wreck, but I don't know if it's going to bring up yellow. Looks like that was Kerry Chim. Hard lick into the inside wall. That's 17, and we're going to stay green, but Kerry Chim definitely hard lick driver's side. There he comes around. Looks like he's going to bring the pit road to get that thing fixed up.
That is a shame. All right, come back up here to second, third, fourth, fifth. As Mark Whitley's going to set sail here, he's going to put a 1.5 second lead over the rest of the pack here, as everybody's going to get single file here right now, Zach. And again, I just think, like you said, man, it's just we all just got to calm down and let the race play where we need it to play at.
Definitely do. As Hartwell is starting to put a little bit of a gap here on Brandon Hartwell. You see the 76 getting to the back of that number 5 of Brandon. That's the thing. Brandon's super strong on older tires.
Yellow.
Oh, and they're wrecking big in the back. Oh, Joseph McWhorter and Brandon Colley both involved.
Oh, man. Driven Motorsports involved. Let's go back and see everybody. Rodrigo Loga was involved, too.
Yeah, it looks like it started on the 72 of Stephen Leffler and Joseph there in front of Brandon Colley. So we'll see what happens here coming off a 3 in this replay. You can see off a 3. Oh, looks like Stephen Leffler got into the outside wall. Clipped the 30. Very hard not to bounce off that wall. And we've seen that. Look, Stephen Leffler actually did a good job missing that. But then look, hard hit for Colley. And then he hits the inside wall, and that destroys the front end.
Oh, man.
Hard hit for the points leader.
Well, I wonder if he used his fast repair.
It's a good question, Robert. We'll have to see here. Let's see Joseph there. He came out pretty squeaky clean, I guess Joseph did, for as bad as it could have been. But I don't know. Colley's still going around with the blown engine, so I don't know. We'll have to see if Brandon has a fast fix. But tough stuff here for 2 of the driven guys. Tough stuff for a few other guys. It's definitely interesting. Oh, I think Colley's engine just let go, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to hop in his cockpit to see.
Still running.
She's still got some RPM. She's good. I thought I'd seen a big poof.
No, he's coasting it. Yeah, he's taking it easy though. You can hear he's trying to keep up with the field so he doesn't lose so much, ground under yellow. But at the same time, I think he's gonna. Yep, and he clutches it. Yep, RPMs are down. His RPMs are only at 16,000 RPMs. So, that bad boy is. Yeah.
She's done for.
Yeah, she's crying, moany.
She is definitely not happy. That's for sure. That engine is upset. As we'll see here, what happens as he comes down pit road. Looks like the leader is still staying out up here up front. So 29 laps into it. The guys who have yet to take a set of tires, this is looking pretty good for them. Not gonna lie, with these little yellows like this, it's kind of it's not helping them, but it's not hurting them. Also, they're not losing track position. And interesting stuff is, the 6 of Robert Cheswick, yeah, he'll get back on the lead lap with that lucky dog.
And
As
there
he
we
goes
go.
around. Kylie's got a new car.
And he's taking right side tires and taking left side tires. So on lap 29, he is taking a new car. So our points leaders night is still not over, Zach. And is that a good call of taking tires at that point in time, do you think?
I think at this point, it's really, I would if I was him. I mean, if especially if you hadn't took one yet, you might as well at 29. Especially how far back he'll be. He'll be starting, near the rear of the field in the 20s. So, yeah, the strategy right there is definitely probably take tires so you can get some track position back. But I like the other play that these other guys are doing that haven't took a set of tires yet. Mark Whitley already electing to take one of his sets. But these caution laps are also helping him with, bringing his strategy back in the window. So we'll see how it plays out. I mean, the thing is it's all going to come down to the right timing of stuff. And if we keep getting yellows like this and people take sets of tires, say if we get a decent little run, the yellow happens, and then Mark has to take another set, and he'll be down to one set in this race. And we're not near halfway yet. So we'll have to see how it plays out. I mean, it's always interesting with these tire limits. It's what you think about in the back of your mind all the time. As I believe the pace lights will go out this time. Yes, we will go back green next time. I'm interested to see how all this shakes out. It's going to be definitely something we have to pay attention to.
Very true. Well, I do know one thing. It's a good old Sunday night here with Sim Racing Unleashed here at Freaky Fast, and I gotta say, Zach, chat is very, very quiet. We would love to see the chat get interacted with us and the race, and don't be bashful. Let's chat away.
Say hello.
Hello.
Hi, my name's Paul. My name's not Paul.
Okay, I wasn't exactly sure where you're going with that.
You don't get the reference. Some people might get the reference. It's a movie reference, but yeah. So,
well, I do know. Again, it's chat. You don't have to be so bashful. You can interact with us, and it gives us something else to talk about and see how your Sunday night's going, who you're rooting for. We know we got Hunter in that 21s fans are out there rooting for him. We know we got Steve in that 81. Stempion's dad's out there watching. We know the 81's girlfriend's watching. We do know we got Hunter's mom watching. Who else do we got out there watching? Let us know. Hit us up. Right, Zach? Come on, Zach.
hit us up.
Boogity, boogity, boogity. Oh, wait. Oh, we didn't go green yet. But
We're
we
not
will be
green yet.
boogity, boogity. Well,
I gotta
let's see if-
pull his reins back in sometimes. He's a little bit excited.
That's okay. Let's see if the fans out there know what we're going to do as we go. What do we say when we go green, ladies and gentlemen? Because here we go.
Freaky green.
Freaky what?
Nuts.
Freaky what?
Nuts.
And what else?
Crazy.
And what else?
Green.
And what else?
I don't know what else.
Freaky fast. Oh, my God. My own colleague don't even know what we say, ladies and gentlemen. You need to help me out here. But all right, here we go as they go down the backstretch on 41. Mark Whitley, Josh Jones, Brandon Hartwell is going to be your top three. And we got Cedric Hunter, and then we got Steven running in third. And let's give a shout out to that 32 of Lane, which is Lane Doyle. So,
you see him in the Tide car. I see him back in the Bob Ross machine. So he brought back the Bob Ross, but it's all right. He's cleaning up the track with the Tide soap, and detergent. Look at Hunter Hayward in the 21 in that Lowe's machine.
Yeah, he's gonna say buy the pods at Lowe's.
That's right. There's he moves up into the 6th position now, and. Look at Lane Doyle, though, coming back on the exit of 1. Great racing. Man, and it's this track is one of the weirdest, coolest tracks on the circuit.
Yeah.
A lot of people, say it's a pretty boring place. But I really enjoyed it as a driver. As a driver, it's super fun to drive. It's got 3 different turns. You got to do different stuff in each turn. And it gives you options to be better in each turn. So I've always enjoyed it.
All right, now we got chat blowing up. Now we love it, love it, love it, love it. Thank you very much, everybody out there. Steven says, hey guys, great broadcast. Yeah, thank you. We do much appreciate it. We got people on Facebook over here. Zach, let's see here. He's got Mark Whitley's mom and dad watching. Oh, now that is going to be the first time that we actually get to talk to Mark Whitley's mom. Well, welcome to the stream.
I think they were there for the Vegas one too. I'm pretty sure they were in the chat after that.
I don't think they chat too much, but I do appreciate them chatting because that's awesome.
That it is Hunter Hayward.
Steven Leffler's mom watching.
Yeah, awesome to see.
Ladies, like Lee likes to say, ladies in the chat. That's right. That's awesome. No, that is awesome. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us here tonight and rooting on your son. That is that means a lot to them too. I know that much. As wow, look at Todd there. Yeah, you see that, Zach? He just did the slide job.
Look at Joseph coming back after that incident there. I know he's got some fresh tires on his 30 machine. He's side by side with Lane Doyle now. Into the tunnel turn. Looks like the 30 is going to make that pass stick and get by the 32. I always call Joseph the 32 because if nobody knows, Joseph runs the 32 and WSSR, so I'm so used to seeing him in the 32, and that's pretty funny, him passing the 32. So that just had my brain all jumbled up. And now he's going to look to get on the inside of Hunter Hayward. We must point out, too, the guys that he's racing they're not on a newer set of tires like he is. So let's let him charge up through here. Pretty much
did he take
third
new
on
tires?
back. Yes, he did. Yeah.
He had a 6-second pit stop. So.
Not the last time, but the time before.
God, iRacing, please give us this data. Using.
Yeah, it definitely is. And man, we almost have a battle for the lead up front too. I just noticed that. Josh Jones is he's closed in on Mr. 77 on Mark Whitley. He says, I can't let you spoil the party here tonight. And I gotta stick with you, bud. See a nice little shot here off the nose of the 76 as he's closed up to the back bumper. We'll see if he can do anything. There's see Mark pulls left, trying to break that draft. Just says, I don't want your draft.
Well, and you have to do that. We're gonna see it here at Pocono. It does the snake effect. I like to call it the snake effect. Guys, towards the end of the run here are going to be going left, going right. You got to try. And, to be honest with you, Zach, I guess I would assume it does something, but I really don't think the snake effect really does too much. I don't know. In the sim side. In real life, yes. Sim side, I don't know.
It does. You're breaking the draft. But personally, in these cars, the last few builds, if you're unaware, when I say builds in iRacing, that means like updates. So when we get a new update, we call it a new build. And the newer updates, they change the aerodynamics sometimes. And I feel like we don't get as big as a toe, as I would say a draft, from the cars that we were getting before. So, yeah, dicing out there will help you. You're not letting that car, get that draft all the way down that long straightaway, especially how long these straights are. It is a huge factor there. As Joseph's now got in front of Brandon Hartwell and Cedric Hunter to move himself up into third. But yeah, it does definitely help. Pulling out that draft, you're going to break the draft from the guy behind, not to be able to suck up to you. But it's definitely not as a big an issue as it has been being for I think it's still a smart thing to do. Might as well. You don't want to have that guy right up your tail for pipes.
Right. We got Bradley's dad out there watching too. Awesome. Thank you very much. We do appreciate the fans that come in week in and week out, night in and night out to watch these guys here at Sim Racing Unleashed or any other league that we do on here at Freaky Fast Broadcast.
Yes, sir. As Bradley here riding along with him, that 14 Mobil 1 machine. Looking good here tonight. Looks like I believe he hasn't took a set of tires yet either, so he's got a plan of strategy that some of these other guys are. I think that it's a bold strategy, Cotton, as I would say. Look at them trees, Robert. And that's the one takeaway you gave me. I remember you saying is watching them trees go by when you rode down that straightaway right there in that stock car racing experience that you got. Look at this 72, Jason Leffler. He's up now past Hunter Hayward. Moves himself up to 11th.
Yeah, Brandon's bouncing back here too.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to pass David Neese here going into 1.
He's going to try to.
Yeah, it looks like he'll try to here. Brandon did take a set of tires on that last stop there after that engine failure that he had. So we'll see him get past David Neese there for the 9th position and set his sights now on the 8th place car. And looking at this, Robert, Cedric Hunter and Brandon Hartwell, who have not took tires yet, running 4th and 5th, these two are like on top of each other. These guys are looking really strong on the later parts of the run, actually. So very impressive as we look here. Actually, that 27, that's a pretty car, Robert. I like that paint scheme. I'm not a Ford fan or nothing, but that 27 is pretty.
Oh, look at this. Strategy. Oh, look at this.
Oh, Stip coming down the road.
Smoke Inc. coming in.
We'll have to see. Lap 40 here. I don't know what their fuel window is. That's a really good question of what you can do on fuel.
40. About 40 laps, we're being told.
40? Okay. Oh, is my dogs are gonna freak out. They're excited too. My pups are excited for the race. So seeing Steven come down and get him 4 tires here in fuel.
So 40 laps, yep, and they made 40 laps.
Yeah.
So we're looking at Robert did not take fuel. He's back here in 15th place, Cheswick. So he's gonna have to come in unless he maybe saved a lap or 2, and yeah, it's looking like he saved a lap or 2 there, Zach, because he's on lap 41.
That he is, and I gotta correct something I said. I said, oh, did I say Jason Leffler? I think I said Jason Leffler when Steven Leffler was passing somebody. So sorry about that. I brain farted, as I say, because I got a little bird out there watching Robert, and he's nitpicking everything I do. So, shout out to that bird.
Well, that bird can join the chat. You know that, right? Instead of sitting there throwing it all in your ear.
Yeah, I know. He's very shy.
Don't matter. He's okay to chat with you. He can chat with the fans.
That's right, Larry. You can make fun of me in front of everybody. Come on.
Exactly. I mean, you can at least come out and say hi to me. And now I feel left out.
You feel left out. I know.
I really do.
Gosh,
what about me?
What a mean guy.
What about Bob?
Right? Where's Bob?
Right here.
Lost Bob.
Bob is running in 15th position.
Oh, I was gonna say, what? That's right, because his name's Robert. But
Okay.
Mark Whitley. You're confusing me now, Robert. I'm confused. As these guys are starting to break, Mark Whitley's starting to pull a little bit away from Josh Jones as the battle rages on. Looks like Brandon Colley, he just broke himself into that 6th position in the 2 machine. Looking back, he's charging up through with the newer tires, and now up to 6th. Nice recovery.
These 2 leaders pitted on lap 12. So we should be seeing them in around lap 60, somewhere around there. You know, with given the yellows, you can go 40 laps on fuel. So yeah, you're looking around 60, I would imagine, Zach, here. So lap 60 should be their pit window if we don't have another yellow.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Well, you don't gotta scream at me, Larry.
Yeah, no, all caps, Larry. That's rude. Rude. He's a rude person.
Thanks for saying hi, but you like literally don't gotta scream at me, man. How rude.
Starts winning races and wins 2 races in a row, and then his ego just goes through the roof. What do you know? So got a little battle back here, Robert, with the 11, 5, and 2 for that 4th, 5th, and 6th position. They're kind of all on top of each other here. Looks like Kali got by Nice. He's up to 6 now. And Todd Nice having a great run there in that 1. And remember, these 2 are our front 2 in points too. So Todd Nice keeping Brandon Kali right where he needs him.
How far are they out on points?
It's a good question. I will figure that out.
As he looks that up, you'll see here. The battle going on right now. We got his Todd Nice's dad is running back here, having a great run up to 8th position. And that's 27. We've got Yarrow back here running in 10th position, 9th position. And then we got Steven Leffler right now here running up 11 positions. He's running in 10th position. Good run for him. Hunter back here is falling back outside the top 10, running it 11th position as he's got that tide machine all over him of Lane Doyle. Trying to work his way around him, which he's going to look like he's going to get up underneath him. And taking him in the tunnel turn, and he does. So Hunter is now going to fall back to 12th position, but he pitted on lap 12. Lane pitted on lap 12.
Yeah, that's definitely you're seeing a lot of guys, struggle from older tires. But look, Hunter's gonna go back to the inside lane there as I got the points now. So yeah, Brandon Colley is your points leader after Darlington last week. A 12-point lead over Todd Nice, 17-point lead over Steven Stickman in third, 24-point lead over Dave Bush in fourth, and a 31-point lead over Steven Leffler in fifth. So yeah, Colley with a decent sized lead there through 8 races. This is the 9th race here tonight, and Colley actually just got by Hartwell to put himself in the top 5. Now he's going to get to the inside of Cedric Hunter in 3 and almost at 4. And try to race side by side, but Cedric Hunter, good run off of turn 3. That's going to let Hartwell get a decent run off of Colley here, go back to the inside, down to turn 1. You see Steven Leffler too side by side with David Nice there as he's trying to move himself up into the 8th position. Great race in there. There he goes, makes a pass. Great pass there from Steven Leffler. David Nice, and there comes Rodrigo Loga. And I believe Rodrigo's a lap down there in that 22nd position. So unfortunate for Rodrigo to be laps down, but here comes Michael Yarrow to try to get by David Nice and move himself up into the 9th position. So good runs for a few of these guys here tonight so far. Wow. I just seen some very interesting. Cedric Hunter is running the outside lane in 3, and it seemed like it worked very well, actually. I was kind of questioning if he was like about the wreck or something, but still got a stimp here in 17th. He's on the newer tires, but back up to Cedric. Yeah, if you watch him, Robert, watch him in 3 here. When we go through turn 2, after we go to 3, he runs literally up in like the 4th groove up there, and he actually carries a lot of speed off the corner. So this is something interesting. I know that Levi Cox at WSSR did this one time before leading the race here and was super dominant at this track by doing this. So I don't know if Cedric has figured it out. Well, he goes back down. Look at Brandon Colley. He's seen Cedric do it, and a few other guys are doing it now too. Todd Neesmith up there. So people are searching in turn 3 to try to find that good exit speed. So really cool to see. I love when the track starts moving around. Yeah, the thing is up there, sometimes you can just get that. The straightaways are so long here.
Right.
You turn literally the straightaway for the front straightaway is gigantic. So you can give up a little speed in the corner to gain more down that straight. If it was a shorter straightaway, it probably wouldn't work out as well. But you're seeing now, look, I'm all on top of each other. But yeah, it's just that really good long shoot down the straightaway that you get. And I got to give a shout out to Hartwell and Cedric, too, for holding Collie off here on the same tires they started this race with. That's kind of one of the more impressive things I've seen. They're only 5.5 seconds behind the leader, too. So once these guys get some new tires, they could be very, very strong on the long runs, unless the times just even out that much, which they probably do. You can see Cedric ran that line, and he's able to actually pull a little gap to give him some breathing room, but that draft will start to suck the 5 back in. Will the 5 go to the inside? I don't think he'll be close enough yet. No, he can't. So great racing between these 3. They've been going at it for really the past 6 or 7 laps of this race. Look at Collie getting a good run now. Hartwell going to go to the inside 100 into the tail turn. I think this is where you're going to have to give it up here if you're Cedric. He's going to hold strong on the outside. Did a decent run off the outside there, and it'll be side by side down the short chute, down to turn 3. It's like Cedric clears him, actually. Will he run that higher line, running about that 3rd groove around the seam up there? That's interesting to see, man. It's cool to see that these guys are changing their lines up, and they're actually catching the leaders. They're running quicker than the leaders out. Last time by, that last time right there, they lost about 0.2. Looks like you'll catch the 24, Jason Adams. It'll be interesting here how they navigate this lap traffic here. They're coming up on the back of the 24. Looks like 24 is going to pull left and be a gentleman and let these 4 guys go by. As Tom Nice is now starting to get in this battle. This little 3-car train is becoming a 4-car train.
I was just ready to say that as we were watching and talking. Nice is catching. He's right there now.
That he is. Great racing here to see. Look at Hartwell go to the bottom. Cedric Hunter up top. Can Hartwell make the good run off of 3? He actually did a great job to make the bottom work pretty decently. Stayed pretty close there. Can he get the good draft down the straight? I think Cedric just got that amazing run off, so it's not going to really play out like the 5 wanted it to there as they go down to turn 1.
And that's the thing with Pocono. Pocono is known and trend to have long green flag runs, and when that happens, everything gets so spread out. So if it doesn't sound like we're so excited, we are. We just got to try to find a battle and then racing for, for everybody, because this track can just get so boring. I don't want to say it that way, but the racing stays good, but it's just like
Yeah. I would say more of it gets that long green flag run where it spreads out so much and you have so much different stuff going on that like you're trying to pay attention to everything and who's doing this strategy and that. It gets kind of tough personally at this track to manage it, as Collie and Hartwell now side by side as they go down to 1. It looks like Joseph's got to the back bumper of Josh Jones, and he's actually running a little bit quicker than the leader also of Mark Whitley. So Joseph McWhorter, pretty good rebound after that last incident involving him, so great rebound for him. I think these guys are going to try to stretch it to lap 60, Robert, because if you can make it to 60, you can make it to the end.
Right. That's what I'm thinking.
So we'll have to see if these guys can do it. The amount of cautions we have, it'll be close.
Now, you're a race car driver. You race out here. At this point in the stage, what would you be thinking, Zach? It doesn't look like we're having any yellows. So what were you thinking? What would be your goal now out there? As I want to give a shout out to the Hunters, Grandpa and Grandpa for watching. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, awesome.
Much appreciate it. So
yeah.
Anyways, go ahead. Back to your question here.
in the driver's seat, the way I look at it is, you really want to make it to your number. Your target goal is 60. I'd say if you can make it 40 laps, if we're seeing these guys be able to go 40 laps, you want to make it to 40. Look at Joseph now up to second as we're talking about this. He's actually charging up to maybe catch Mark here, baby, before the pit stops. As even the guys behind are actually starting to catch Mark a little bit too on the tires that they've ran since the beginning of this race, which is very impressive. But yeah, the thing with it is, Robert, I as a driver, I'm sitting there thinking, all right, my goal literally is to hit my number, my target number, which is going to be lap 60 if you can go 40. So once he gets to 60, that's when the whole strategy book opens up. Do I pit now? How much fuel can I go longer? Do I want to pit later? Because what I'm seeing is an evening out of the tires. We're running 55.5s pretty much all over the place. I mean, the leader last time by 55.58. Cedric Hunter and Brandon Hartwell, who are still in the old tires, are on 55.54. So 400s quicker than the leader, but it's not enough to really do anything. I mean, yeah, maybe if they're on new tires, they'll be able to make up the difference because they're still in the old tires. But the thing is, the tires even out so much from just the racing I've done that you get stuck and you're kind of like, well, it's probably just best. Oh, it's Brandon, golly, almost loses it coming out of turn 3. As we're looking here at Joseph and the 76 of Josh Jones, and they're starting to really catch Mark Whitley actually now too. They're within a second of the leader. So yeah, it's really tough from the driver's seat, Robert. You're sitting there saying, all right, I need to make it to this number, but if you plate your cards too early, then you're going to be struggling. So what I'm seeing is these guys are probably going to hit pit road around lap 60. That's really, as a driver, you're just trying to get to that target number. And if you can do that, then you're happy. And even Cedric Hunter and Hartwell, they're making up actually a pretty good bit of time right now on the leaders. So, and look, side by side now, Hartwell going to go to the outside. I think Hunter's going to let him by. He said, you got the outside of me. You deserve that. Go ahead and take it. And there goes Hartwell up into the 4th position as Joseph has took the lead. Mark Whitley on pit road. Now, is that too early? Can they go 43 laps? I don't know. That is a questionable call here. I mean, they pitted on lap 12 and he made it to 57, which they didn't go back green till 15. So he made it 42 laps pretty much. But the big thing there is they had multiple cautions to make it there. Right. So my thing is, if that's the case, then he will not be able to make it to the end of this race. We'll have to see. Maybe he knows he can make it 43 and this opened the window for him and he wants to get on new tires as soon as possible, because from what I'm seeing, the time's even out. So if you can get on new tires the quicker, the more time you're going to gain on your competition. So, and look, I think even Hartwell down this time with Rodrigo Loga. So something's telling me these guys can make it from here now if they're deciding to pull off already this early. So we'll have to see how it goes.
Walking in the background, if you hear that.
They're excited. That's how mine get. When they see great racing like Sim Racing Unleashed produces, they sit there and bark and they're like, please let me watch.
He's more than welcome to come watch. I just don't know if he'll ever shut up.
As Mark Whitley drifted coming out of 3, we seen there. Whoa. We heard cold tires are loose. And I think that's what he's seen there.
I got Hartwell. He just made a pit stop. Loga coming in, making a pit stop. So fuel window pit stops have opened up.
Cedric Hunter, Brandon Colley in pits. See how they do this here. They'll have about 41 laps to go in this race. Cedric blew his pit box. He had to back up.
Oops.
Easy to do on these concrete stalls. Definitely not preferred.
Hunter Hayward. Yeah, he's coming in.
See, the lead should transfer over to Steven Stempien. He's got about a 5-second lead over Mark Whitley at the moment, but Mark Whitley is running 2.5 seconds faster than Steven here. So we will see how this all shakes out. The thing Steven, I think, is going to want is Steven's going to want a caution, first of all, because he's not going to make it to the end of this race. And now we look at Steven Leffler in the 72. He's up to 4th behind Michael Yarrow in that 95, who's running 3rd with David East there behind the 5th. And the front two continue. Josh Jones and Justin McWhorter continue on. So they're playing that strategy.
Wow. Joseph pitted on lap 28.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
I think they're definitely, I think that's definitely a good idea for them to keep going. I mean, they're still giving them the freshest tires here at the end of the race. But we'll have to see. I mean, you are giving up time to Mark, who is the guy they're trying to catch. So that'll be interesting to see as Josh Jones hits pit road now in that 2nd position.
What's he decided to do? 4 tires?
Yeah, I definitely think you're going to take 4, especially because, the cautions haven't played out to where the tire limits are really coming into factor. You're going to see him come down pit road here in that number 1 stall. Shout out to Budget Sim Boxes, too. And we'll see. It'll be interesting to see when Joseph comes down. Does Joseph decide to come this time or win? And look, there's Steven Stempien, but not far behind him is Mark Whitley. Right there, less than a second now. Yeah, it's not looking good for Stempien, unfortunately.
Well, we did talk to him. He said he has something up his sleeve, but he's not going to let anybody know. Now, like I said at the beginning of the broadcast, I would not just think this race is over. Everybody just stick around because I don't know. I just got a funny feeling something bad's going to happen. It's not like we want anything bad to happen, Zach. It's, I don't know. As we see that 77, he gets to go ready to go blow by. Anyway, okay, never mind. He just went right by Steven pretty fast.
Yeah, the fall off here is really big. I mean, you're looking at over 2.5 seconds of fall off over the full run. So you're seeing that right there. I mean, he was 6 seconds behind him a couple laps ago. Now he's a good 1.5 seconds already ahead of him. Steven's definitely going to be wanting to come down pit road probably. I mean, he's going to have to, but the thing is, he wants to see a caution more than anything before that happens. Is Joseph continues on out there running pretty good times to a 55.46 up front. So that's a good time to be running for him, and we'll see how it all shakes out. The only thing is Joseph's getting up a lot of time, and I don't know if he can make it back. That's the thing. It's going to be tough. Especially without the past traffic, too. That's another thing. Traffic.
Right. I don't know. If we stay green, that's the only thing with Pocono. It's all about fuel, tires. You get spread out. And then as a broadcaster, we're trying to figure out with the fans, okay, how far can this guy go? How far can that guy go?
Yeah, you're completely right, Robert.
Joseph still takes the lead here. 8-second lead over the rest of the field of Michael Yarrow.
And Joseph's probably hoping for a caution right now, as Bradley Duff is actually up in the third too now. So shout out to Bradley. They're running the third position before these pit sequences. And Michael Yarrow too, like you said, continuing on. So we're seeing some different strategies be played, and those guys are going to want to see a caution at some point here to be able to re-rack them up, as I would say. So, and I mean, at this point, Mark Whitley is going to have to take tires after how many laps he's already ran on the tires. I mean, You know, he's already running a 53.81. He took off on this run at 53.41, so already 4/10 slower than what he did taking off. And the thing is, that's only going to continue to compound on those tires.
So, how's everybody doing out there tonight? How's your Sunday? If you enjoyed today's race at Talladega in real life, let us know.
Pretty wild one, that's for sure.
That's what I heard.
Pretty wild. Lots of crazy stuff. One of the better Dega races I've seen in a while, actually, surprisingly. So it was awesome to watch. But man, yeah, Michael Yara pitted there that time. Here comes Joseph. I was about to say, I think Joseph is coming this time. I'm pretty sure. And there he is.
Well, Brandon Caress is hitting pit road. Paul is hitting pit road, or known as Buzz. In the 51, he's coming down. So, Bradley in that 14 should be coming in very, very shortly here, Zach.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Bradley pits very, very soon, like you said. So, I mean, Mark Whitley's right there to take the lead back. So, Mark Whitley has a whole pit stop advantage over him. I wouldn't be surprised to see that him pit very soon. You'll see, look at them new tires, side by side, down the straightaway here, down the turn 2. Oh wow, we're getting some crazy racing here back with Brandon Hartwell, Steven Stimping for 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. They're all on top of each other here. You see Steven Stimping get past by all these guys. Is Cedric almost loses it. He goes out of the picture. He's all right though. There he is. Nice little save from him.
Hello, Kitty said, woo, hello.
That's for sure. Is in front of that, Josh Jones going to the inside of Brandon Colley now. You got Hartwell also ahead of that. So look at this gaggle. And there comes Steven. Yeah, I was going to say Steven's going to have to come at some point. It's not going to equate to the best finish for him probably tonight. But, you know, he played his cards. I mean, sometimes you got to play your strategy the way that it is. And sometimes it doesn't work out for you.
I still won't say the race is over yet. Not yet.
Oh, it's definitely not over yet. Definitely not over yet. Is Brandon Hartwell there in the second position? Is the caution?
I told you.
Actually, Stimpian just got the caution of a lifetime saver. He is going to come out with the lead, unless Joseph and them. Well, Joseph and them will probably stay out, but he's going to come out with the lead here. Or near the lead, because that caution played out perfectly for him. Perfectly. Couldn't ask for a better timing for him.
Looks like it was on Paul 51.
I believe you're correct. He's in pit road now.
Oops.
Yes, it was the 51 Paul. Oh, and right. Whoa, watch this, ladies and gentlemen.
Whoa, what in the whoa? Holy mackerel.
Steven. Yeah.
Steven Leffler probably had a crap of his life. What in the world?
And he didn't even touch him, Robert. I'm telling you, you need to go back and watch that from his onboard if we could and slow-mo it, because that is one of the the car flicked perfectly for him. Like, wow.
Oh, man.
And it looks like they hit, but he didn't even touch him. Look how, oh my God. Whoa.
I gotta find out. Okay. What in the world? That was strange.
Big moment there. Big moment for Steven Leffler. That could have been race ending almost.
Let's see here. All right. Get to him. Holy Jesus. How in the world did he not hit him? I don't know, Zach, how in the world he did not hit him. I know Zach's muted right now, but it's okay. I don't know.
Yep. The car spun perfectly. Literally, like, you couldn't ask for a closer call. I'm serious. Like, that might have been that. He might have a 4-wheel clover in that car with him too, because that's the only way you can get through a wreck like that.
Wow.
You gotta have some straight luck. That was luck and skill. I mean, he drifted around it. He threw his nose and his rear end out to miss it. I mean, that is crazy.
If you don't mind, let's grab him real quick because I gotta ask him.
Yeah, we can. Let's do that. Where is he at? Right here.
Steven, Robert up here in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, what's going on, Robert?
Well, let me know how many wipes did you have to go through?
I don't know. I'm not having it tonight. This is just a little ridiculous. I just can't get away from anything. It seems like I've been caught up in every single thing tonight.
Oh my goodness, man. That wreck in front, man, I thought, how in the world did you make it through? What were you thinking when you seen it in front? Because Paul just all of a sudden snapped in front of you and you were going left, right, and I would have just had to get new diapers. Or new underwear. Sorry, I mean diapers.
Nah, I actually didn't make it through. I got damage from it. So
You made it better than what I thought of.
Unfortunately, my night's probably done. I mean, I still got full power, but the way aerodynamics work at this track, I probably have no chance at anything better than probably a 10th or 12th, something like that. So pretty unfortunate.
Oh man. Well, before I let you go, does anybody want to give a shout out? And hopefully you can get up there at least into the top 10 there, bud.
Yeah, of course. You guys for putting the show on for us. I mean, without you, we wouldn't have any spectators. We wouldn't be getting as big a turnout as we do each week for the races. So thanks to you guys, of course, the guys at SRU for putting the show on. 22Q Family Foundation for letting me run their colors, and then Budget Sim Boxes. If anyone's looking for button box, find it on Facebook. Budget Sim Boxes.
All right. Well, okay. All right. Well, man, we wish you the best of luck here the rest of the night. Hopefully you can pull out a top 10, man.
Yeah, I'm going to need it to work out like the truck race on Wednesday. I'm going to need a lucky finish. I got a set of tires saved up, so hopefully that'll be the lucky token in my pocket, but we'll see. I doubt it.
All right. Well, we wish you the best of luck, bud.
Thank you. You guys have a good night.
You too, man.
All right. Well, I tell you what, that damage that he got was totally netcode. Because he didn't touch nothing.
I was saying,
when he goes back and watches that, he'll probably be more mad because he touched nothing. And literally he got damaged. I see the damage now. I didn't see it at first, but man. Well, this shakes everything up. Todd Neese now your leader with Hunter Hayward in second, David Neese third, Bradley Dell fourth, Steven Stimpy in fifth. Oh, let's see what happens.
Green, green, green.
Green flag is back in the air. Wow, let's see how this goes. Todd Neese side by side with Hunter Hayward down the front straightaway. Who wants to win this race here tonight with 30 to go?
Well, that's the question, Jack. Fuel, tires. They can make it on fuel. What about tires?
That's a good question. The tires will definitely make it. I mean, we've seen Cedric Hunter, Brandon Hartwell, multiple guys go 60 laps with tires. So they'll definitely make it on tires, but you're definitely going to have to be smart on your tires too. You ain't going to be able to just burn them up as we're seeing here. Oh man, Mark Whitley gets up out of shape, and that's going to open up the door for a bunch of guys here going into 3. Looks like Cedric Hunter's going to get by. So is Brandon Colley. Look, Josh Jones says, I want to follow through. Oh, and Cedric on the rumble strip. I don't know if he's going to be able to make it stick. Wow. See the 76 push the 11 down this front straightaway. This is for that 9th position. But up front, Hunter Hayward's taking the lead, trying to from Todd Neese. We got battles all over the place. Man, oh man, look at them fan out as they go down. They're straight here from 1 to 2. Steven Stippian now on the inside of Todd Neese trying to take second. You got Joseph McWhorter right there behind. Let's see who can win this race, man. This is all coming down to it. Oh, Collie gets loose. Holds on to it there in front of Bradley. It's going all crazy now. Look at this battle here. Oh, and little netcode damage for the 11. Oh man, netcode between the 11 and the 77 as they came off the corner. Hard racing here on the inside. There goes Cedric Hearn looking to the inside of the 14. Hard battling here. With Josh Jones also in the 76. And look at the 30 up front. Joseph McWhorter going all the way to the bottom to get to the inside. Steven Stippian to get the second. He's going to try to take a shot at the lead here. But Steven Stippian bows back on the outside of the tone turn. Hard battles going all over the place. There goes Cedric Hunter to the inside of Bradley Delph. Down to the 3. Steven Stippian, while this is going on, is taking the lead. He is to the lead. Steven Stippian, Joseph McWhorter up to second. Brandon Hartwell trying to follow Joseph, but he's to the inside, and he's Joseph throwing a big block to that 5. Man, what battles here? You got the 2 Akali on the inside of Todd Neese. There's some crazy stuff popping off here at Pocono Raceway. We'll just see how this all plays out, guys. We still got lots of laps to go. Please don't lose your minds yet. As Brandon Colley now to the inside of Hunter Hayward, and he is going to try to move himself up into that 4th position. What a race we got going on, man. There goes Brandon Colley up past Hunter Hayward to get up into the top 4. Cedric Hunter going to look to the inside now. Hunter Hayward thinks better of it, pulls back in the line. He's going to go up to that high line he was running earlier. And we're going to see if he can make a pass here around the top. There he goes, around the top of the 21 of Hunter. He's going to break into the top 5 with Josh Jones right in behind. And now the battle for the lead. Steven Stippian side by side with Brandon Hartwell with Joseph McWhorter taking the lead down into 1. Man, I'm going to tell you what, and there's Brandon Colley. It's go time from what I've seen from these guys. These guys are leaving nothing out there on the track except rubber.
Yeah, what a battle we have going on up here in the lead, Jack. Wow. I don't know, man. I said it. You know, these guys needed that yellow. Well, guess what? It all played right into the pack where they need to be. As whoa.
He's going to go to the outside of Colley with Steven Stippian getting loose with Hartwell there in front of the 11. Let's see how this plays out. This is the battle for second. Hard race
second,
going
4th
on.
lead. Wow. Yeah,
it's everything here. Can the outside line prevail? Look at that. The 5 is going to clear, I believe, the 81. Can the 11 now get past the 81? We'll see here. Josh Jones pushing the 11. It's stacked up there for that 2nd position as Justin Ward's trying to drive away. Still to the outside in the Hello Kitty machine. He goes to the outside. Steven Stippian down the short chute.
Do you think that's good for Joseph to pull out that far, though, Zach? I mean,
we've seen Mark Whitley do it all night. So, I mean, it's definitely prefer. I mean, if you can get out there and get away, you need to do it. But now Cedric Hunter up to 3rd. Steven Stippian back to 4th. Josh Jones in 5th. Brandon Colley in 6th. The top 5 is going at it. We'll see here. A little bit of blink there from Joseph actually up front. That's where that smoke came from. But now Hartwell up to 2nd. I'll tell you what, Hartwell and Hunter have been really strong on the longer runs too. So if this race goes all the way to the end green, we'll see how they do, because remember, they made those tires last 60 laps on that first run.
Right.
So as Josh Jones goes by, Steven Stippian will move up into 4th. Man, oh man, it's getting wild now. This is going to come down to who's got the stuff at the end here. And I'm going to tell you what, who this hurt the worst is Mark Whitley, now back in 14th. He had this race, I don't want to say sewed up with a 9-second lead, but man, oh man, it is not played out well for him through this run. Cedric Hunter's still trying that outside line.
It did help our points leader, though.
Yeah, Collie now to the inside of Stimpy, and Cedric Hunter with the big run on the 5 up ahead, too. We got major battles going on. Second place battle and the 5th place battle. To the inside, there goes the 11. Side by side, it's hard to hold that bottom, though. It's going to let Josh Jones get to the outside now. I think that, yeah, it's going to let Josh Jones get to the outside of the 11 of Cedric Hunter. I think that's going to let Josh Jones get by now. He's third. Great racing, though, here for these guys. Side by side in the tunnel turn. Josh Jones clears Cedric Hunter for 3rd position. Brandon Collie there in 4th now, and Stevie Stimpy in their 5th place car. Or 6th place, sorry about that. That's man, oh man. It shows you if you lose a little momentum, it's hard to recover. There's Bradley running 7th, 8th for Hunter Hayward. He's got the 91, I believe. Braden Caress there. Or that's Lane Doyle. Sorry about that.
Lane Doyle.
Colors threw me off. But, yeah, Lane Doyle there on the outside trying to make the pass. He's going to cut back down low off of 1. There you see the Tide machine go to the inside of the Lowe's machine.
He's trying to.
That he is. What a race we have here at Pocono.
Well, I think you got what you got now. With 22 laps to go. Some of these guys might be praying for another yellow. You know what I mean? Hey, you throw another yellow out there, guys.
Yeah, that's, sometimes that's how you're thinking, especially if you got an extra set of tires.
Yeah.
Which we know a few of these guys do.
Yeah.
But look at this. Hartwell to the back bumper to the 30 now. They have caught Joseph. Oh, and Josh Jones gets a little wiggly off of turn 1. Cedric Hunter's going to have a decent run going down towards the tunnel. All over the back bumper of that 76. He's going to opt not to go to the inside. Definitely a good decision there, trying to make sure you keep your momentum up. There's they go through the tunnel turn. Hartwell all over the back of the 30 going into turn 3. Oh, and Josh Jones looking to the inside of Hartwell, but Hartwell does. Oh, Hartwell getting loose. Oh, man, can he hang on? Josh Jones is going to go to the inside now here.
Oh, that's going to open the door.
Train. Yeah.
Open the door for Cedric Hunter to look down into turn 1, and I believe he is going to be able to pass him. Maybe. Nope. Brandon's going to get the Hart. He's got the run on the high side.
It's tough. It's very tough. There's Josh Jones goes up in the second now. Cedric wanted to go to the inside there, but it's just so tough if you're a nose behind entering that corner to make that bottom work. Now to the tunnel turn, Cedric gets to his inside here. I don't know if he'll be able to make that work as we're looking on the front bumper of Brandon Hartwell. Towards in front too.
I think he'd be able to do it in 3. I don't think you can.
There he goes.
Yeah.
The outside line's going to prevail here, though.
The high line's better?
When you're side by side, it is.
I don't think the high line was better, though, Zach, here at Pocono.
Yeah, well, like I said, when you're side by side, it's you got to think about when you're side by side. You on the bottom, you can't let the car go out to the wall.
Right.
You're really cutting all your exit speed off, and that's what you're going to see there. As now Brandon Collie in the picture too. His top 5 is all on top of each other. It's anybody's game up here with 19 to go. Right now, it's going to come down to a matter of just hitting your marks. And Cedric Hunter with a nice run through the tunnel.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, is you don't want to get to the inside of somebody here. You lose so much momentum. You kind of want to do what Cedric's doing right here. He's going to go run up a little high and try to get the good run off here.
These top 5 guys are strong all night, but, and God, do I hate that butt word. It's do or die. I mean, like you said, Zach, you just can't get the run on the high side. I mean, on the low side, you get pinched down, so you got to back out, and then you want to try to stay with the draft. And if you get pinched too hard exiting the turn, ladies and gentlemen, you can't get that exit run. It hurts so bad, and you can see it from Brandon Cawley there all the way back. Steven is just, he's feeling it. It just didn't work for him that time.
Yeah, he's got Bradley Delf there closing in on him too for that 6th position. Yeah, I think Steven having a not a rough night, but having a little tough run here tonight. I know he wanted to come in here and run and compete for a win, and just hadn't played into his favor right now. This man, it's so stacked up with the top 5. Cedric Hunter's got another good run on Hartwell. He's gonna go to the inside down in the 1. It's tough to make that bottom work. And look, there's Steven Stimpy trying to hold the 14 off. The 14 goes to his inside.
And he's not going to hold him.
Yeah, 14 makes the pass. Up in 6 for Bradley Delp.
So it looks like if you want to try to make a pass on the inside, do it in turn 1.
Yeah, you want to be like it's hard. You got to really drive it off in there and then not slide up into the guy. And that's what makes it tough now. As Cedric tried to make the pass on Hartwell, he got kind of checked up there a little bit on the bottom, and that let Kali get to his high side. So that shows you, yeah, you might have a run on somebody, but it's super hard to make it to last. Side by side as these two go down the front straight, and I think that draft is going to help Kali here get a little bit of a nose ahead. Yeah, and Cedric's going to pull back in the line here. That's another frustrating thing about this racetrack. You can really just miss it. And, oh, Kali really missed the corner there.
Whoa. That's going to open up the door for Cedric.
Yeah, getting down to the tunnel turn. This is still a tough place to pass, though, if someone pinches you down real hard. And I'm sure Kali's not going to make it easy on him. Cedric goes to the bottom. Yeah, there's Kali around the outside. That's just slowing them both down, though. This racing is really hurting them.
Yeah, Cedric got really tight going through the tunnel turn.
Yeah, he did. And, you know, you don't want to wash up into somebody, so. But Hartwell trying to get past Josh Jones, and they're wrecking in front. They're wrecking up front. They're wrecking.
Oh, no. Third and second. Just. Oh, no. Let's go back and see. I think Hartwell got up into the wall, and Josh Jones had nowhere to go. So we watched the replay. Battling through the tri-oval. No, that's turn coming out of 3. I apologize. And, oh. No, Hartwell got loose, pushed the 76 up. The 76 bounced off the wall into the 5, and, well, that's all she wrote.
That she did.
Another day, another story. Oh, man. Now, do you pit? If you have a set, I would assume you would.
I would. I'm pitting. If I have a set of tires, I'm pitting. They were running 55 twos there. You can run 53 fours. The 54 or 54, all right, a 53 1. Mm-hmm. So you can be up to 2 seconds a lap quicker. I'm pitting. These are long laps. I'm pitting if I have a set of tires, and I don't know how many guys do have an extra set, but I'm telling you what, if I have it, I'm coming down pit road, no doubt in my mind.
We'll find out, because if you have a set, you know who's going to the front and who's going to the back, unfortunately. Wow.
Oh, man, Kali decided not to pit. He's going to be the lone man out. That's going to hurt him.
No sets of tires?
That's the only thing I can assume. He has no sets of tires here.
Rodrigo, no set, maybe? Wait, who's... Huh. Wow. This is interesting.
That it is. I think Hunter Hayward might have took 2. We'll have to check that. I'll have to check that out.
Josh Jones might have took 2. Well, he was involved in that wreck, so you know he went in and took his damage.
Yeah, all he did was take a quick fix because he had no tires left.
Huh. Interesting. Well, these guys are sitting ducks.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but yes, they are. They are sitting ducks when this goes back green. I believe there was only this Robert Cheswick. Yeah, Cheswick is a lap down, and Gomez was a lap down too. So yeah, you got all these guys behind you on 4 fresh tires. I hate to say it, but they're probably about to get swallowed up into the abyss, and you never know where you get spit out at the end of the abyss. It's usually not good. And especially the points there, Brandon Kelly, I'm guessing he did not have a set also. That's the only reason why I could see he didn't come down pit road right there.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's interesting. You got Cedric Hunter.
Hunter's yeah.
Hunter Hayward coming back down. Looks like he decided against the 2-tire stop. He wanted to come back down, I guess, get his lefts.
Well, why would you do that?
I don't know. I kind of feel like you just gotta. If you made your bed, you gotta lay in it, as they say.
Yeah, he just gave up unless he said, "Oh well, you know what? I gotta get. I'm gonna be a lot faster with 13 laps to go." He can make up that ground. So, but again, why wouldn't you do that on your first pit stop? I don't know. That's weird. I'm not the crew chief.
All I know is if he would have been on them right sides too only, whew, man, I'm telling you what, that would have been tough to drive. They've been very loose, especially how these guys are, speaking of cold tires being pretty loose. So I'm interested to see how quickly this all plays out. I would not be surprised if there's another caution with one of these guys getting ran over just from the closing rate.
You think somebody in the back that, yeah, banking on maybe another yellow?
Yeah, you might be, but we'll see. It's all go time now, and we'll just have to watch. These are the points of the race for my jaws on the floor, because I'm just like, whoa. I know as a driver, if I was Collie or Josh Jones, I would be so worried about this restart.
Yeah.
I'd literally be dreading it, because you know what's going to happen here. Kind of know your unfortunate demise is about to probably happen here. So we'll see as these pace car takes a hard left, Robert.
Green flag.
Here we go. 12 laps to go, and look at this start here. Everybody, pretty freaking clean start, if you ask me, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we do got somebody ducking out.
Yeah, it looks like that was Braden Caress there. So go down to turn 1. Well, Josh Jones loose. That checks. Yeah, everybody's got these pictures. Oh, it's going to be crazy. 4 wide, 3 wide. If you got to get out from behind that. Oh, Lord, this is really bad.
If we can have patience and make it for a lap or 2 here, this all will work itself out.
3 wide at the tail turn with Joseph Cedric.
Oh.
Cedric gets outside and around Collie. He's going to push Josh Jones. Oh, this is crazy. 3 wide into turn 3.
Hang on. Woohoo!
Joseph and Cedric on the new tires. Josh Jones on the older tires. Who does it play out to work here?
Oh, my.
Cedric pushing Josh Jones.
Josh Jones is on old tires, new car, was in that last yellow, and he's just wheeling it. He's just hanging on for dear life. I don't care what anybody says.
Look, there he washes up the track. Yeah, and that's going to let the 11, the 30, the 5, and they're wrecking behind the 14 of Bradley Delph around.
Oh, just a second too late as the yellow came out, but that's what Josh Jones wanted to see, but it was just a little bit too late.
Wow.
Wow, that's right.
This is one crazy finish. They did a good job, though, everybody, of not, being over understanding the situation at hand as we go to look at the replay of Bradley in 14. We're going to see a little snap oversteer here, I believe.
Oh, wow, that
And,
thing. Yeah, you're right. Snap over steer. Good way of saying it there, Zach.
I don't think he hits nothing. Does a good job. There goes David Neese, misses. There's Todd Neese. Great
the
job,
nieces went east west,
Neese.
south, east south, and east north. I don't know which way we're pointing, but they went that way.
Oh, yeah.
Good driving, though. Good heads up by all the drivers.
Definitely was. Now, if you're Collie and Josh Jones, this helps your situation to get in a better finishing position.
Mm-hmm.
You're still going to drop back probably a good little bit here, but if that would have stayed green for 12 laps, I would have expected them both to fall top 10 easy.
Right.
Maybe even top 15 at that
think?
point.
Really? Yeah. Tires are so key.
Tires are huge, yeah.
Yeah.
This is when you wish it's like almost like real life. You're like, can I put a set of scuffs on? I know I have a set of tires in there that has less wear than these tires. But it's just one of those things, Now we're going to see how it plays out with Joseph. We start with the lead control with Cedric on second, Brandon Hartwell in third. Those guys all on new tires. You got Steven Stimpy, and also you can't forget about him in fifth. He's got new tires.
Yeah, but he's got damage from the reports on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he got clipped on the restart, so he got a little bit of damage suddenly. So he said he got clipped on that last restart. So somebody got a hold of him as we got Cedric now blinking in and out. Oh, not good. And hopefully the internet clears up for him. Oh, we got somebody behind him blinking in and out. Who's that? Brandon. The kid is trying to do the magic trick.
He's trying to disappear. And he's like, I need to get out of here and win this thing. But he's trying to go. He's trying to win too this week. He won Pocono the trucks.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, he did. So he could come in here at Sim Racing Unleashed and win 2 in a row. Trucks and Cup. Not bad start to a new league. Very well-respected driver out there, though. But I want to say thank you, everybody, for tuning in here tonight at Freaky Fast Broadcasting. We will be off tomorrow night. So don't. If you're used to us being on a Monday night, we will be off, tomorrow night. But I do want to give it another announcement, as we got a nice crew on YouTube and a nice crew on Facebook tuning in there, Zach. Tuesday night. Let me say this right. Tuesday night, we will be with a new league. We will be broadcasting not once, but twice. We will be live at 7 o'clock Eastern, I believe, or 7:20. Just look at the time frames over on YouTube. Go to Freaky Fast. Look us up on YouTube, Freaky Fast. Give us a subscribe so you don't miss any of the action. But we'll have the ARCA cars tomorrow night with an Adrenaline Racing League. It's a sanctioned league that's got 3 leagues in one. So, yes, it's going to be confusing to the fans until you get used to it. But then Zach will be joining me in the booth for 920 Live, their Cup Series league, RSR Racing League. So we will be live tomorrow night at 7 and then at 9:20. So you get double the action, double the fun here at Freaky Fast Broadcasting. So we hope everybody tunes in, subscribe, and like, and follows us on Facebook and YouTube. But if there's anything else you want to add there, Zach, the floor is yours, sir.
Well, I'm excited for the new league, of course. So always cool to learn a new group of guys. So I can't wait for Tuesday. And now I just can't wait to see how this plays out. This is shaking up to be one heck of a Pocono race. And remember what you said before, when it all started, Robert?
What's that?
You're saying, well, we've seen pretty crazy finisher before, side by side. Well, I think it's shaking up to be one of those finishes, maybe.
Didn't I tell you?
You told me. You said
Freaky Fast, for some reason, Zach, trends to have wicked finishes. If anybody ever goes back and watches our streams of any race in the past, it always seems to be the last 20 laps, no matter what league we're in. It is crazy. World Series of Sim Racing. We have Pocono. They were wrecking going across the start finish on the last lap. World Series of Sim Racing in Season 7, when we were here, Stempian won on Father's Day. It was crazy they went across sideways. So I don't know if it's freaky wrecking nuts, freaky 20 wrecking nuts. I don't know, but at the end of the race, we're like real NASCAR, man. We like to bring the show at the end of the race, and apparently we don't do it during the race. So I don't, at the beginning and the middle, we just wait to the end. I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't ask me. It's just been a trend.
I echo your sentiment.
But we do got good racing through the whole race, so we do appreciate everybody tuning in. But all right, well, ladies and gentlemen, what are we gonna get ready to do here? We're gonna get freaky crazy, freaky nut, and what? Put it in chat. Let us know. Hit the like, follow, subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the reaction button. But here we go. Green flag is out at Sim Racing Unleashed here at Pocono Raceway with 7 laps to go. Hang on to your britches.
Cedric Hunter with a good start, Robert. He's getting pushed by Josh Jones down to 1. It's going to be side by side with him and Joseph McWhorter. I think he's in a prime position, actually, to be able to pull this off. If Joseph can clear. Oh, Joseph barely cleared. I'm telling you what, Cedric Hunter might have cut him a little slack there.
Mark Whitley was sideways coming out of 1. He almost wrecked it.
He's trying to get back up there and win this thing. He's been a strong contender all night. But right now, it's up front 30, the 11, the 5. The 5 gets to the outside of the 11. I think it's a good position to be in. You want to be to the outside of somebody going into this corner. Can Cedric make the bottom work? I think he clears for now, but he's losing the rear end. A little loose there from the 11. Side by side with the 5. Joseph likes what he sees in the mirror. Steven Stippian going to the inside of Hunter. Down into 1.
Oh, look at Steven. He's coming. He's coming.
Trying to clear Hunter here.
Cedric's
cut back.
ZL1 Camaro over the Ford. Come on, Toyota. Do we got any Toyotas? Where's the Toyota? Toyota. Where you at? Any Toyotas in the top 7?
No. Sorry.
Top 7. Where's the Toyota?
Whitley's making a claim up here in the top.
Oh my God, 5. There's no Toyotas even in the top 15. Oh man. All right. Back to you. I'm disappointed.
Yeah, look at this now. The top 4 all on top of each other. Hartwell with a good run up front. He's got a run on Joseph. He goes to the inside. Joseph was trying to block it. He couldn't do it. Hartwell's got a really nice run here. He's going to air with the nose ahead. This is going to be key. Can Joseph pack it in on the outside? Joseph gets loose on the outside. Lets Hartwell get by. Brandon Hartwell to the lead. Steven Stippian to the back of Joseph McWhorter. Wow, it's really popping off here now, Robert. Can Steven? Joseph blocks. And there goes Steven to the inside, down into the tunnel turn. Can he make it stick it side by side? Heart beating action here is now Cedric Hunter to the outside of Steven Stippian behind Joseph. We also got Mark Whitley coming into the picture. Remember, he dominated this race so far through most of it. Wow, what a run. Cedric Hunter to the outside now of Steven Stippian. You can see there from on board on Mark Whitley. These guys are trying to do everything they can in their power. 4 laps to go. Brandon Hartwell, your leader. Can he pull this thing off? Brandon Hartwell, always a strong finisher. Can he win this, though?
Well, Brandon Hartwell did say on Wednesday night in the Truck Series that this is one of his favorite tracks, and he's showing it because he ran strong. I believe he finished 3rd. So he had a great run there in the trucks. So you can see he learned something because he is fast right now, Zach.
That's for sure. And oh man,
God.
Hard racing here, going down to the turn 3. Steven Stippian back to the inside of Cedric Hunter. Cedric Hunter looks to run that really high line like he's been doing all night. Steven Stippian getting loose. That's going to let Cedric Hunter go around him. And maybe Mark Whitley get to his outside. This is all getting pretty crazy now with 3 to go. Hartwell not cracking, though. He has held a pretty steady wheel. He just needs to hit 3 more great laps, and he'll be able to pull this victory off. Kind of missed one there a little bit, but he's going to get the good run off the way he's exiting. Oh, look at Mark Whitley to the outside of Cedric Hunter. He's going to go to the inside down to the tunnel turn. What a race we got here, guys.
God, what's going on with Cedric Hunter though? He got new tires, didn't he?
Yeah, he's got new tires. I mean, I can tell you for a fact, Cedric Hunter is not the greatest when it comes to short runs like this.
Yeah.
So he's definitely doing, what he can here to try to get what he can. But I can tell you his strong suit is definitely in the long run as they come off a 3 side by side, 2 to go. I think the battle is going to be for these front 2. Then the top 3 is going to have a little battle tier 2 for 3rd. We have got it all popping off here as even behind Lane Doyle and them are battling. Man, it is crazy. Side by side down to turn 1.
Oh my God, look at that. They almost love tap.
They are. Whoa.
Whoa. That's racing, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that was a great screenshot.
They literally merged for a second, I feel.
Yeah.
Wow. Down into the toe turn. Mark Whitley still clawing to get to the inside. Don't get to him. He got into Cedric.
He's loose.
He got loose, though. That's going to let Steven Stippian get a run here.
Oh, my goodness. That's going to help Cedric clear Mark now. Steven needs to deal with Mark. Oh, Mark's loose again.
Up in there. Now Steven Stippian by Mark Whitley up into 4th. Ken Cedric Hunter on the 3rd, but the battle up front is now heating up. Joseph McWhorter making a little fake to the inside. He is all over the back of Brandon Hartwell.
Final lap.
Wins this final lap of the race. It's about to get crazy, guys. Joseph with a pretty decent run off of 1. He's going to look to the inside, going down to the tunnel turn. Hartwell blocks. He covers him off.
Oh, boy. If he does anything, he has to do it in turn 3. He's got to do it in turn 3.
I don't think he's going to have enough as Joseph gets a little loose. Hartwell down to 3. Can he make it stick? What a run.
Oh, what a race.
Hartwell's going to win it. Brandon Hartwell, your winner here tonight at Pocono for Sim Racing Unleashed over Joseph McWhorter, Cedric Hunter, Steven Stippian, and Mark Whitley. What a race to the end there, guys. Man, what a finish. That one got the heart racing, I can tell you that much.
Big time. If everybody loved that one, don't forget again, hit that subscribe button and follow button on Facebook. We do much appreciated. And what a finish. Congratulations to Brandon Hartwell getting the win here. Joseph McWhorter bringing it home 2nd with Cedric Hunter bringing it home 3rd. Steven Stippian's going to bring it home 4th. And Mark Whitley is going to round out your top 5 here tonight at Pocono Raceway with Sim Racing Unleashed, brought to you by Freaky Fast Broadcasting. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we get everybody ready for post-race interviews, please stick around. We'll be back within 2 minutes. Anything else you want to add, Zach, before we go, man? All right.
I gotta catch my breath.
Yeah, take a deep breath, man. Take a deep breath. But all right, well, we will be back within 2 minutes here, ladies and gentlemen. And congratulations again to Brandon Hartwell on getting the win.
All right, everybody, welcome back. We have our top 3 podium finishers here tonight from Pocono for Sim Racing Unleashed. I can tell you what a race we see here tonight. I can't wait to speak to these gentlemen. So let's go ahead and get into that and talk to our top 3 finishers here tonight at Pocono. Hey, Cedric and Zach in the booth, man. You got a copy, buddy.
I do, man. How are you?
Well, my heart's racing. I can only imagine what it feels like to be driving out there for you guys. But, man, what a race. What a crazy fanatic finish there. How did that finish play out there for you, man? I know that you're not the, I was telling Robert this, as your teammate, you're not the greatest on short runs, but it came down to a short run and you had to get everything you could out of it.
Yeah, finish was way better than I was expecting. I wasn't expecting to even be running in the top, 3, let alone the top 5. The short run there was definitely interesting. I struggle with looseness. You guys probably saw me wiggle off the corners almost every corner. I couldn't keep the rears under me for some reason. It wasn't a problem in the past runs. I guess just pushing it a lot harder there in the last few runs. It made it tough to put the power down. And that's pretty much everything at this racetrack is all about getting a good exit. And I also couldn't pass to save the life of me. The inside, I just couldn't make it work when going underneath someone. And I felt like if I would have figured that out, I would have probably won this race. I couldn't piece it together.
Yeah, that was actually my next question for you, man. It just seemed like you had some trouble there in turn 1. You get to the inside of people a lot of times, I've noticed. Especially another thing is I've seen the crazy line you're running in 3. That was pretty awesome to see that come to kind of work, actually. And you get huge runs down that front straightaway, get to the inside of somebody, but then lose a position because you were just on that bottom and you couldn't clear the person ahead of you. So was that really tough all night for you?
Yeah, turn 1 was definitely the corner I struggled the most. I feel like I can get good runs out of the tunnel turn, and then turn 3. Obviously, as someone that races in WSSR, that's the Levi line. He's the one that runs really, really wide in turn 3, and he made it work. And tonight I figured it out, and I was able to get really good runs. It's just turn 1 was my Achilles heel, and I just couldn't do anything. People kept getting runs on me, and even if it was just single file, it was just the corner I was really bad at. So it was unfortunate. I wish I was a little bit better there. I would have definitely made this race a lot easier, but did what I could. Definitely ran an unusual line in turn 3, but it really paid off.
Definitely did, man. It was cool to see that work out for you there. Now, I got another question before we get to your shout-outs. You feeling more comfortable in VR now? This is your second full race in VR. How you feeling?
It takes some getting used to. I'm not like every track I go to. Obviously, I ran a little bit of practice in this session and before the race, and even coming into the race, I didn't feel comfortable. But as you know me, Zach, it takes me about a half a race to actually get into a groove, and VR kind of fits into that really well there. I felt like after the first run or so, I got more and more comfortable, and eventually, like at the end of the race, I couldn't even really tell, the difference. And if I was just racing back on my monitor, or with VR, I felt like I was pretty much doing the same thing I would have been.
Awesome to hear, man. Yeah, I'm sure that your growth will continue in that area to, get more used to it as you go.
Yeah, I hope so.
Get very comfortable, but great run for you tonight. Getting here third after your win in the Truck Series earlier this week. Before we let you go, anybody wants to say a quick shout out to you, buddy?
Absolutely. I want to shout you guys out for the broadcast you guys do. You guys always do a wonderful job. I can't wait to go back and watch it. I want to shout out the league owner, admins, and drivers for letting me race here. I appreciate these guys. I know I'm coming in late into the season, so obviously they didn't have to let me in, but I appreciate it. And getting good finishes is what I'm here for. So I appreciate these guys letting me race, and I want to congratulate Brandon for the win. I know he beat us out last week at Darlington, and next week's Pocono. So hopefully for him he can get a 3-peat. Hopefully for me I can finally get a win. But that was a good one.
Awesome, buddy. Well, congrats on the third place here tonight, taking home that third place. That's awesome to see, and we will talk to you later, man.
I appreciate it.
All right, that was third place there. Cedric Hunter finishing in that third place position tonight on the podium. Another great run for himself. But we'll move on to the man in the 30 machine, Joseph McWhorter, to see what his thoughts are on his second place finish here tonight. Hey, Joseph, it's Zach in the booth party. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Hey, man. Well, you brought her home in second tonight. What a great run for you again, leading lots of laps, being up there, always challenging for the win. How did that play out there for you at the end? I know it was tough. You were real close, but it's a tough place to pass too.
Yeah. Brandon got around me, on that last restart because of the draft. I knew if a late race restart was going to come out, it seems like it's my luck here. I was going to be kind of screwed and stuck out to dry. During, that last lap, I tried to get to him. I shoved my nose a little bit to try and make him nervous, get him looking in the mirror, and he made a mistake and shot up the racetrack a little bit, and so I tried to capitalize on it, and he just made a really good block. I mean, can't complain there. He did his job. I don't think I would have done anything different. So P2, good night. A little frustrating at the beginning, but it was fun. Had a good night tonight.
Yeah, definitely. You had a great night tonight, especially rebounding, like you said, from that earlier incident you got caught up in. So that was good to see you bounce back from that and be able to come home in second and lead laps too there, really being strong. So congrats to you on that, buddy. Pocono is one of the weirdest, trickiest tracks on the circuit. I asked this to a lot of guys in the trucks from past Wednesday. What was your favorite? What was like your strong point you felt like, and what was your weak point you feel like you could have got a little better in maybe?
I was just good all the way around. The car felt good. Maybe a little bad in turn one at the beginning of the run, but everything felt really good. I don't know what my weak point was. To be honest with you, I could pass. I could use the draft. I can go the high line. I could use the bottom line. It seemed I don't know. To be honest with you, felt really good. I don't really know if I have a bad part tonight, but but clearly didn't get the job done tonight.
Hey, buddy. Well, you were close, man. It's tough too. There, like you said, Hartwell put the good block on you there, and I'm sure you were doing the same thing back in your shoes. So, like you said, it's racing on the final lap. But yeah, man, you definitely were strong in all the corners tonight. That's for sure, buddy. You were looking real strong. So again, congrats on the second place finish here. Continue to run good here, SRU. Anybody want to send a shout out to you before we let you go?
Want to thank the guys in Driven Motorsports, AJ Brissett, Jonathan Smith for calling in spot in the race tonight. Awesome job with the crew chiefing. Sucks our plan for the long green flag run. We were going to be able to make it on fuel and everybody else wasn't, but the caution came out, so just kind of followed what we had. So awesome job to them. Mark Whitley for his top 5. I'm not sure what happened to Brandon, but good job to him tonight while he was up front. Want to thank Bioside Gaming for everything that they do. Awesome platform for any gamers just trying to build, a little bit of a group. 1077 Sage, their B&B in Colorado is amazing. Beautiful scenery, amazing place to go for vacation. And I want to thank you guys for putting on a really good broadcast as always. Want to thank everybody that puts this race together in SRU. Glad that they made the penalty for what happened earlier tonight. Can't say that I'm not frustrated about it, but I'm glad that the admin stepped in, so appreciate that. So it just shows that these admins work really hard to keep the racing good and clean. So
awesome, buddy. Well, congrats on the second place finish, man, and we'll catch you next time.
Thank you, appreciate it.
All right, that was Joseph McWhorter there, finishing second tonight. But actually, Cedric brought up something really valuable in his interview I'm glad that he said. Brandon Hartwell was our winner last week at Darlington, so he goes back-to-back in the Cup Series. So we'll get his thoughts on his back-to-back wins here at Sim Racing Unleashed. Hey, Brandon, stack up in the booth, man. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, man.
Hey, man. Well, congrats on getting the victory lane here tonight at Pocono, buddy. It's back-to-back now after Darlington last week, pulling off the victory. Here tonight, you pulled off another great victory in that 5 machine. Tell us how it all played out for you, man.
To be honest with you, I was just looking for a top 10, top 5 finish. I didn't think I had the skills to run this track fast enough to even get a win. But, I'll take it. A lot of fun.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun for us up here watching, man. You did an amazing job to hold Joseph off there on the last lap. Where you he kind of threw a little fake on you there going into 1, and then he got a little bit of a run coming out too, but you threw an amazing block to be able to hold him off there going to the tunnel turn. Did you think you had messed it up there, or did you think you had enough? Because man, that block was close, but you timed it perfectly. Personally,
I jumped back in the throttle way too soon, trying to exit one, and that's how he got the run on me. And yeah, I was blocking for everything I could. I was going to take him all over the wall if I had to.
Definitely on the last lap. It's always that's the name of the game here, especially at Pocono, such a wide racetrack. But man, you went on two completely different tracks, and I mean, two of the trickiest tracks really on the circuits. Pocono and Darlington. I asked a lot of guys this. You got three different turns here at Pocono. Do you have a turn that you really favor over the other ones, or do you have one that you really don't like over the other ones too?
I really like 1 and 3. It's all about throttle control, exiting the corner, so you don't get too tail happy. And the tunnel turn, I was decent at, but after 40 laps or so, I couldn't run it. Just couldn't turn through.
Yeah, definitely some tricky corners here at Pocono, man. But you tamed them tonight and were able to come out on top and bring home your second victory in a row here after Darlington and Pocono. So congrats on that, Brandon. And before we let you go, man, to go celebrate your victory, anybody wants to send a quick shout out to?
Shout out to the whole league. Hell of a show once again, and my family for putting up iRacing.
Awesome, Brandon. Well, congrats, buddy. And we will catch you next Sunday.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, that was Brandon Hartwell, your winner here tonight for back-to-back victories.
That is correct. As we get ready to bring up the final results here tonight with Sim Racing Unleashed at Pocono Raceway.
Yes, sir, we do. There they are. Race results are up, and Brandon Hartwell is your winner here back-to-back in that 5-machine level victory for him tonight. Second goes to Joseph McWhorter. Third is Cedric Hunter. Fourth goes to Steven Stimpian. Fifth place, Mark Whitley. Sixth goes to Hunter Hayward. A good rebound for him, actually, after he came back down pit road and got those left sides again. So good rebound for the number 21. Seventh goes to Lane Doyle. Eighth is Jason Anderson. Ninth is Michael Yarrow. 10th, Braden Caress. 11th, David Neese. 12th, Todd Neese. 13th, Bradley Delth. 14th, Stephen Leffler. 15th, Dave Bush. 16th, Josh Jones. 17th, Rodrigo Loga. 18th is Robert Cheswick. 19th goes to Gomez. 20th is Jason Adams. 21st for your points to Brandon Colley. Tough night for him. 22nd, Buzz. And 23rd goes to Kerry Shim.
All right.
That is the race results.
Yeah, first, that's going to be unofficial results as we both say it at the same time. Sorry to step on your toes there, but again, congratulations to Brandon Hartwell for getting the win last week and this week. And, man, just he's starting to show a little bit of dominance there in that Red Bull machine there. So we'll see what he can do next week, Zach. But until then, we are off again tomorrow night, and we will be live around 7 o'clock here on YouTube and Facebook. But until then, me and Zach like to say up here at Pocono Raceway, God bless everybody. We love you all, and peace out.
Later, everybody.